Guess who's turning 30? Yes, you heard that right. Your beloved nerdy nanny is turning 30. The day this video goes up, I guess. I was expecting to have a full-blown early life crisis by this point. I had already planned on celebrating the 1-year anniversary of turning 29. I was gonna start lying about my age early so that when I'm 72 but still say I'm 65, nobody can exactly figure out where I started lying. But somehow I got closer and closer to 30 and it felt okay somehow. I've come to a certain number of realizations about the meaning of life, 42, which toothpastes are best, and I think I have decided to share some of my bountiful information on the purpose of everything with you. So, here's everything I've learned thus far. Number 1, your 20s are an illusion. Everyone's telling you need to figure out what you're doing in life, and this is the time where you come into your own and you start to figure out what it means to be an adult. They're lying. I have no idea what it means to an adult. Nobody I know does. Not even the actual adults. We're all just faking and hoping that nobody notices. Your relative skills or learning or self-confidence have nothing to do with your age. They're just a byproduct of feeling yourself. So, at whatever age it may be, feel yourself. Brush your teeth. A lot. Like, psychotically. Like, 1 time a day? No. Brush your teeth like 3 times a day. Because as an adult, you have to pay for your own dental care. That gets expensive, especially when you need root canals, and oh, do they hurt. They hurt real bad. Oh, God. So, brush your teeth 3 times a day. Don't skimp out on that cheap toothpaste. No. You want the kind with the extra fluoride. Make sure you spit, though, because you shouldn't be eating that. Get the kind with the extra fluoride. Get that Hydra Pick thingy. I know you've seen it at Walmart. I know your dentist told you to get it. And you didn't. You didn't get it because you didn't think you needed it. Get it. Get it now. An electric toothbrush is also good. You can get one of those for $20 and those little flossy picks. You don't have to coil up like a meter of floss on your fingers in order to floss. No, you just need one of those little flossy picks. You can get them at the dollar store. The dollar store is a brilliant invention. There are a lot of things you can get at the dollar store that you are spending way too much money on at the regular store. Like paper plates. Why are you spending that much money on paper plates? Why are you using paper plates, first of all? Do you not own soap? Get regular plates. Get them at the dollar store. They've got plates. They've got some nice plates sometimes. They also have perfectly decent Tupperware. They also have all of the sodas that you're paying 3 times as much for as the regular grocery store. And spices. I can get a giant tub of garlic powder from the dollar store. No, I'm not spending $6.54 on garlic. Like, give me the dollar store one. There will be times when the dollar store is a bad idea. Garbage bags. Don't do that. Just don't. Spend the extra money on the garbage bags. Razors. Razors are another one you should not cheap out and get the dollar store version of. Stop weighing yourself. Get rid of the scale. Like, you don't need to know how much you weigh. At what point in your life have you ever needed to know how much you weigh? The doctor's office? The doctor's going to weigh you for you because they don't trust you. They know you're lying. Don't buy cheap pens. They're going to break in 4 seconds. You're going to be disappointed and frustrated. And let's be honest. The nice pens just feel better. Oh. Chocolate rice cakes. These are delicious. You should get some. Don't get the caramel. They're too sweet. Unless you don't have cavities, in which case you probably don't avoid sugar like the plague. But the chocolate ones. Especially if you put a little fruit on top. Mental health days are a real thing. There are points at which you can't think of possibly wanting to get out of bed in the morning, and everyone's going to tell you to get up, suck it up, do it anyways. There will be days when you shouldn't. There will be days when you need to call in sick and take the day for you. But don't take the day for you by binge watching Netflix. Take the day for you by getting up, straightening something out in your immediate environment, hop in the shower, spend extra time on your hair or brushing your teeth or whatever else it takes to make you feel better. Cook yourself something nice, something that you actually want to eat and that's going to make you feel good afterwards. And take the day for you. Travel. See and experience something outside of your own comfort zone, outside of your own little bubble of this world. Experience different places and different cultures and different viewpoints. You don't have to go far to get somewhere entirely different. Learn another language, or at least try, Even knowing a few words in another language is an incredibly useful thing, and it earns you a lot of respect and like a nod, like thanks for trying kind of thing. If you do actually manage to travel, don't be afraid to treat yourself for something silly. If it's been a long day and you want the boba tea, get the boba tea. But if you're going for boba tea every day after work, maybe the boba tea isn't the solution, and maybe you need to wonder why you need cheering up every day when you leave work. Invest in quality. Stop buying things that you're going to be sick of in 10 minutes or that you'll wear twice. And instead, focus on using your resources when you can on purchases that are going to hold up over time. Spend the extra dollars on the nice pair of pants that you're going to wear day in and day out. Learn how to cook. And I don't mean Hamburger Helper or ramen. I mean, learn how to cook a meal that if you had people coming over, you would be happy and proud to serve them. Learn how to cook the kind of food that you love and the kind of food that makes you feel good, physically as well as emotionally. Learn how to cook the kind of food that you would be happy to cook for yourself for the rest of your life. Knowing how to feed yourself and feed yourself well is a skill set that will reward you 1,000 times over. Register to vote. Immediately. 18, register to vote. And actually do a little research on who's running for office and the laws that are going to be enacted in your area. Look at what they mean, how they impact not just yourself, but others. Get a library card. Books are expensive, and even if you don't think you're a reader, make it a habit to stop by your library once a month. The first of the month, you're going to swing by the library, check out the shelves, pick up a book or 8, and then just read. Or if you don't have access to a physical library, get a library card anyways. Between Libby and various other resources, you can usually access the library from a tablet, a PC, or your cell phone. And that includes hundreds, if not thousands, of audiobooks. Stop shopping because you're bored. Consumer or retail therapy is a very real thing. You're having a bad day, you go out, you buy yourself a nice dress, you feel better. Or in my case, you buy yourself a nice notebook. Do you know how many nice notebooks I have? Do you know how many I've used? I'm always afraid I'm going to mess them up. I buy them because they're pretty and they make me feel good. But that feeling is short-lived. What isn't short-lived is the amount of time I have to spend working in order to buy said pretty notebook. Surround yourself with things that make you happy. And that doesn't mean going out and buying a bunch of stuff. It means making sure that the things that you do bring into your life either serve a very useful purpose where you're going to be able to get value from them or give you that value in other ways. Always get the protection plan on your cell phone, because the moment you don't have a protection plan on your cell phone, it will die or explode or break or something worse. Oh, and while we're talking about it, always get a good case. You spent a considerable amount of money on a cell phone, because ain't none of them cheap. You're spending that much money on the phone, you can shell out the extra, like $50 for the nice case. Don't be buying that little $10 flimsy piece of plastic with the cute pattern, because it's not going to protect your phone. No, get the good case and get the good screen protector. Volunteer. Volunteer for the subjects and the things that interest you and that you care about. Volunteer for the things that you think matter and make them matter to others. Speak up when something is wrong. Don't wait for things to get worse or for everything to magically get better, because it won't. Speak up. Support causes that matter to you, whether it's for something big or something small. Be that person who just won't stop nagging everyone to recycle, or attending Veterans Affairs issues, or going to Black Lives Matters protests. Be the person who makes what matters to them matter to those around them. Don't sell yourself for less than you're worth. At work, at home, in friendships, with everything. You deserve to be treated with a certain amount of respect. You deserve to be adequately rewarded for the effort that you're putting in. And if the places that you are right now can't do that for you, start looking elsewhere, because you deserve better. Don't let anyone make you feel less than you are. Whether it's comments about your appearance, or your intelligence, or you as a person, even if it's friendly teasing. Don't ever give anyone else permission to make you feel like you're less than you are, because I think you're pretty awesome, and you should too. And that is everything I've learned thus far. Please keep in mind, I still have no idea what I'm doing, but you can take my advice for what it's worth at face value and discard it as you choose. But I've been here for 30 years, and hopefully I've got another 70 to go.